Today is Saturday, March 1st. I only say that because yesterday, February the 28th, 2025, is a day that will be remembered in history as the day that the United States of America officially gave up its role as the leader of the free world. What I saw yesterday was a fucking national embarrassment. I saw two schoolyard bullies, basically, who ganged up and picked on one individual who they perceived was weaker than they. Have you ever witnessed that? Have you ever experienced that? Where two bullies in the yard grab one kid that they think they can pick on because he won't fight back for whatever reason, and they get that kid between them, and they just push him back and forth between them. You ever experienced that? I'm not ashamed to say I have. During my school years, I was bullied quite a lot. Because I wouldn't fight back. Not because I was afraid to fight back. I just didn't want to. And it wasn't because I was afraid of getting punched. I grew up in a household where my old man made sure that I knew what it was like to take a punch. Well, what I saw yesterday in the Oval Office of the White House was an absolute embarrassment. And this was deliberate, and it was staged. Donald Trump trying so hard to look like the tough guy, and his lapdog J.D. Vance, who spent, from what I could see, most of the time posing for the fucking cameras, just going along and picking up wherever Donald Trump left off. How President Zelensky managed to keep his composure through that fiasco is nothing short of a testimony to his personal strength and his integrity. Donald Trump basically showed his ass yesterday. But I will say this. He did manage to unite the rest of the free world. The trouble is, they are now united against us. We are now on the wrong side of history, and history will remember this. I don't care why you voted for Donald Trump, those of you who did. It's up to you to do some serious soul searching as to why you felt it was a good idea to put a convicted felon and an adjudicated rapist into the highest office of this land. This is not an argument between liberal and conservative. It's not a fight between Democrats and Republicans. Hell, we can have that fucking fight later on. Right now, this is a fight between democracy and a dictatorship by oligarchs. President Zelensky and the Ukraine, and his country, Ukraine, are on the side of democracy. They are fighting for their democracy. And all those two assholes could do was to basically sit there and spout Russian talking points to please their real lord and master, and that's Vladimir Putin. MAGA, this is all on you. Like I say, I don't give a fuck why you voted for him. But I will tell you this. If this democracy should fail, it will be on your heads. Unfucking believable. We have sunk so low. And I will be brutally honest, I have never, ever been more ashamed to be an American than I am right now. And if that pisses you off, tough shit. I don't care if you're a friend or family. If you think that what happened yesterday in the Oval Office was a good thing, you really need to think again. And you've got people like Lindsey Graham, that spineless fucking slug. Just a few short months ago, he was all over President Zelensky. Oh, you're great, you're wonderful, we want you to kick their ass. And now he's saying that Zelensky owes Donald Trump an apology. What a boot-licking pile of shit. At least, and Marco Rubio, well, at least he somewhat had the decency to sit there and look like he was going to throw up. But then he got his orders from his boss, and he's now joining in the chorus that somehow Zelensky should apologize. Zelensky doesn't owe us a fucking thing. He's been fighting the good fight. And the fact that we are threatening to no longer support him in that fight, that is our national shame. Shame on you. Shame on those of you who still support that. Now, folks, keep it between the ditches.